What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. How are you on this beautiful day? Those watching live and those listening on the podcast, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know what part of the country you're checking in from. We want to shout you out today. We want to shout you out. Welcome aboard as we jump into this conversation today. We have a lot of numbers. Well, not a lot. We have one number where you can reach us. The number is on the screen here, 888-409-0931, 888-409-0931. Chime on in. Love to holler at you, get your take on everything that is going on. Again, the number is 888-409-0931. All right. Kenya is checking us out, making sure we're good. We had some audio issues. Thank you for bearing with us. We think it's the phone, when they throttle the phone, or we have poor internet in the building. Yeah. Poor internet, or you good? You can hear us? Come on in then. Come on in. Or so we good? So yeah, so we found out that maybe if you have the 10, that you don't have these problems because our phone just put out these new what is it, iPhone 10s, and so you may have problems there.
My 7 is just fine.
Your 7 is fine. They do that on purpose to make you buy a new phone.
Yes.
Let's do the update. So thank you all for bearing with us. We know that we had some challenges. And we're working on those challenges. Thank you so much. Again, let us know what part of the country you're checking in from so we can show you some love. We're going to do our shout-outs on here. You can always email us or DM me at Sam Silk with a Y. The Instagram, I check quite often. It's kind of easy for me to check the Instagram versus Facebook because I have like 2 pages and the messages get all twisted. Anyway, so or email me, Sam Silk with a Y. What's up, Rhonda? How you doing, Rhonda? Haven't saw you in a while. You been good? All right. We can dive right into it. What's going on?
Dear Sam, my husband had a previous marriage with 2 children that, unfortunately for that family, didn't end on the best of terms. My husband does have visitation rights, so he does see them when allowed. Their problem is child support. He pays child support, but his ex-wife always asks for extra money for one thing or another. Sometimes he gives the extra, but there are times when he doesn't because he believes she went through court to get as much as she could and got it. So why should he have to give even more? She has always lived above her means, and the trend is continuing. I try to stay out of it, but sometimes the extra affects our household. I'm not saying that children don't deserve financially, but shouldn't there be a fair solution? And how do I get them to work that out when they can't stand each other?
Don't say nothing to her, number one.
Mm-hmm. Number 1 and 10.
Don't do it. Trust me, don't do it.
Yeah.
But have that conversation with him. She's taking advantage of the fact that he's a good man, and I'm going to tell you how it is. She see the life that you live now that she once had, and life is better, so she wants that more. And he needs to. It's hard for a father to not, especially when you're a provider. It doesn't matter how much money you give the mother. When stuff needs to get done, we just get it done and we do it. And I think she's taking advantage of the fact that he's that type of man. You need to explain to him that you don't want it to hurt your household. He should not be hurting the current house that he lives in. He's already abiding by the law and paying her the child support that the law states that he should pay. So for her to ask for any additional money, and she's not doing right by her money, I think it's tasteless.
Wow. I think that whenever you have a blended family, you're going to have these issues.
Preach.
Because, I mean, now I did receive support from my kids, but you never know, those things pop up. You go school shopping, you need those extra shoes, you need different things. But like Sam said, do not interject yourself into that situation. You can't. Because it's only going to make it worse. It's going to cause more animosity.
Blended families are something else.
It really is.
It's really hard when you have kids by somebody else.
Yes.
And then you marry and you got kids by somebody else. So now when if you don't move like they think you ought to move,
That's right.
then there's a problem.
Because the ex is always going to look at the household as a whole.
Yeah.
So they're not looking at the fact of what is the new mother bringing in, what is the new wife bringing in that attributes to how they're living.
Yeah.
They feel like, oh, if your child has this, then my child should have this over here.
Yeah.
But they're not counting the fact that, mom contributes to that.
Right.
Yeah.
What's up to CJ Roberts, Valerie Jackson, Bethy Shaney, Rashonda Nowlin. How are you? Nolan. What's going on? Is it Nowlin or Nolan? Rhonda Slaughter is checking in. How you doing today? Giving y'all a couple of shout outs here, those checking in. All right. Comments coming in. Let's read some of them. And we're taking your phone calls at 888-409-0931.
Okay. Songbird Sam said he should do extra for his children if he feels he should or if he wants to. You can't tell him how much to spend on his kids.
True.
So what, he pays child support. This is why step-parents should not be involved in major decision-making. They will most likely never make the right decision for your child out of jealousy, especially stepmothers. This is why I do not allow any outside say in regards to my children.
And see, but if I totally agree with him, but if that woman is taking advantage and playing off of that,
right?
If you love your man and you see, like, if he really is paying enough, if he is, let's just say he was paying something ridiculous like $1,000 a month for one child.
Right.
You mean to tell me a woman can't now, if he's only paying $200 a month, I get it.
Yes.
Am I being fair? I just want to be fair here.
That is absolutely
so
fair.
It depends on the amount, and you do not have the. So if my child, if I only can afford to pay $200 or $300 a month for child support, anything that I want to do, that's not none of your business, because at the end of the day, that's my child.
It is.
So I agree, but it also depends on the amount.
Yes, and people play both ends against the middle too. Sometimes they're like, oh, well, she mismanages her money.
True.
She's look at her. She
True.
getting her nails done. She getting her hair done.
Yeah.
But that's him counting her money.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
So you that's another reason why it's difficult for a step parent.
You don't know that the hair out, the people that came over my house and got their hair done.
Right.
And then I went out and bought me a bag.
Yes.
You don't know that. You wasn't here.
Exactly. So it's just sticky.
It's sticky on both sides. I think everybody has a great point. It makes sense, and that's why I brought up it depends on what is he paying. Now, if this woman can tell me how much he's paying, then I can really make a fair assumption. But then again, it doesn't really even matter on the amount that you pay. If you want to do more for your child, You should have it right. But at the same time, this is what happens when you get with somebody who has kids by somebody else. A lot unseen comes with it, and you got to be prepared for it.
Doesn't it? Erica said he can just go get what they need. If he does that, he can shop according to his money. It's okay to ask what they need and go get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes child support isn't enough, and sometimes it's abused. My advice is go buy it.
All right, I'm with you. Welcome to the show. Who's this?
Hi, this is Rhonda Slaughter.
What's
How
up?
are you?
What's up, Rhonda?
Hey, I've been missing you.
Yeah, you been good?
I've been good.
That's
I've been
good.
good.
Good to talk to you.
I just want to know how they've been managing without my input on the show daily. I see everybody's life is tumultuous because of it. So let me help them out. I'll start with this couple here.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, I have to say this. I totally agree that, we all have raised children, those of us that have, that, even outside of child support, things do come up.
Mm-hmm.
My question is this, though. Why is it suddenly just the father's, responsibility to deal with these, unforeseen circumstances? So I'm going to just say this. As a mother who raised 3 of her kids with pretty much not a whole lot of input, okay? No, not child support. It was scattered here and there. But basically what I did as a mother, a single parent, when my kids' situations came up, I went out here and hustled. You know what I mean? I worked 2 jobs. I did what I had to do. So now she's basically sitting back with every little thing that come up. She's going to run over here and be like, well, you're paying child support, because it sounds like he is. But outside of that, this came up, so now I expect you to cover that too. I mean, is that realistic?
Well,
and then all this, the woman that's household is coming out of, I hear a lot of people saying, well, she don't have nothing to do with it. Well, why? How is that? And I mean, they're married, it sounds like. So if I'm married to you, I don't have a say when you're pulling money out of this household. I'm not supposed to say anything just because you're saying it's because for my kids.
Rhonda, you are right on both sides. Both sides are right. The wife she has something to say because they are one. Okay, so
Absolutely.
When they won, that money is coming out. Now
it's coming out of our household, right?
Now, what you have to understand, how old are you, Rhonda?
I'm 51.
Okay, they don't make too many women like you anymore. Where you get out and you just make it happen. Sometimes some people, like these young folk now, some people men and women are not going to go the extra mile like they should. They will look for a way out. So they don't make people that much like you. So you went out and did what you had to do to take care of it. Yes, you should. But I also feel that if the father can, then and he wants to, why not? At the end of the day, those are your kids. I can say this because even living in the same household, there are things that come up that neither one of you all expected. And it's up to just me. It's up to the father to make that happen. Now we can make it happen together. I'm not telling you not to be a woman and not to go to work. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.